Hey, I'm not talking to the person who has it all figured out. I'm talking to you. Yeah, you. The one who hit the snooze button 3 times this morning. The one scrolling through a highlight reel of everyone else's success while sipping on lukewarm coffee. The one staring at a mountain of emails, a daunting to-do list, or a silent phone that you just wish would ring. I see you, and I want you to know something really important. That feeling in your chest, that tightness of anxiety, the dull ache of disappointment, the tiny flicker of a dream you almost too afraid to even acknowledge, that is not a sign of weakness. That is the engine of your potential, idling, just waiting for your permission to roar to life. Let's talk about your everyday battles, the ones no one sees. That difficult conversation you need to have with your boss, that's your arena. That project you're afraid to start because you might fail, that's your canvas. That moment of choosing between the easy path and the right one. That's your character being forged right there in the fire. Think about Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. Before he was the highest paid actor in the world, he was a 23-year-old who just got cut from the Canadian Football League. He had $7 in his pocket and a dream that felt like it had been completely shattered. He didn't have a plan B, all he had was a relentless, almost insane work ethic. He calls that period his $7 million moment, not because he had the money, but because the lesson he learned from hitting rock bottom was worth that much. Your $7 moment, that rejection, that setback, that failure, it's not the end of your story. It's the gritty, unglamorous, necessary beginning. It's the foundation you build your entire future on, one difficult day at a time. Imagine this: you walk into the office and you see a colleague get the promotion you've been working so hard for. That green-eyed monster of jealousy whispers in your ear. Why them? Why not me? It's a completely natural human feeling, but you have a choice. You can let it eat you up, or you can transform that jealousy into fuel. Look at Oprah Winfrey. She was fired from her very first television job as a reporter. You know why. They told her she was unfit for TV. They tried to put her in a box she was never meant to fit inside. She could have let that rejection define her entire career. She could have believed them. Instead, she redefined television on her own terms. She connected with people. She empathized. She built a global empire, not in spite of her authenticity, but because of it. Your journey is not a competition with the person in the next cubicle. Your path is uniquely yours. Your no right now is just redirecting you to the yes that is meant specifically for you. Your authenticity is your superpower. Don't ever let the world fire you from being you. Alright, now it's 3 p.m. The afternoon slump hits you like a ton of bricks. You're tired. Your motivation has left the building. It would be so easy to just coast, to do the bare minimum and call it a day, but this right here is the critical moment. This is where discipline has to take over from motivation. Motivation gets you started, but discipline is what keeps you going. Consider Elon Musk. Love him or question him, you cannot ignore his capacity for relentless work. Back in 2008, Tesla and SpaceX were on the brink of complete collapse at the exact same time. He was sleeping on the factory floor and working 100-hour weeks. He faced the very real possibility of losing everything he had built. He didn't coast, he fought for every single inch. Now, your battle might not be saving a billion-dollar company, but it's saving your dream. It's that extra hour of studying when you're exhausted, that side hustle you work on after the kids are finally in bed, that one more revision of your proposal when you just want to quit. Your factory floor moment is right now. In these small, unseen struggles, your perseverance is your rocket fuel. So you finally get home. You're drained. The world has taken its pound of flesh for the day. It is so much easier to just turn on Netflix and numb out than to connect with your family, to work on your passion project, or to simply sit with your own thoughts for a minute. This is where you have to become the curator of your own mind. Think about J.K. Rowling. She was a single mother living on state benefits, diagnosed with clinical depression. By her own admission, she saw her life as a profound failure. Then one day, sitting on a delayed train, the idea for a boy wizard just popped into her head. In the depths of what she called her rock bottom, she began to write. She used the very darkness she felt to create one of the most luminous, hopeful worlds in modern literature. Your delayed train moment is that quiet, tired space at the end of the day. Don't just fill it with noise and distraction. Plant a seed there. Write one sentence. Sketch one idea. Make one phone call to someone who believes in you. Your creativity is your magic wand. Wave it. And finally, let's talk about the dream. The one that feels too big, too audacious, too impossible. The one you barely let yourself think about. Remember Steve Jobs. He was fired from Apple, the very company he started in his parents' garage. It was a huge, very public humiliation. But years later, he said it was the best thing that could have ever happened to him. He said the heaviness of being successful was replaced by the lightness of being a beginner again, less sure about everything. It freed him to enter one of the most creative periods of his entire life, leading to Pixar and his triumphant return to Apple. Your failure, your rejection, your plan that blew up spectacularly in your face that is not a life sentence. It is a liberation, it is your official invitation to begin again, only this time smarter, wiser, and so much more resilient. So, tomorrow morning, when that alarm goes off, I want you to remember this. You are not just getting out of bed. You are a warrior rising to meet the day. You are not just answering emails. You are building your empire of influence, one connection at a time. You are not just having a tough conversation. You are sculpting your integrity and finding your voice. You are not just facing a setback. You are being presented with the raw materials for your greatest comeback story. The world will try to label you. It will try to put a price on your worth. It will try to convince you that your dream is nothing more than a fantasy. Your job, your only job, is to look all that noise straight in the eye and say, I am the architect here. This is my life. This is my $7 moment, my rejection, my factory floor, my delayed train, my new beginning. Now go build something magnificent. The world is waiting for the masterpiece that is you. Get to work.